to have you with. And now Dallas' starting group. Klay Thompson is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Derek Lively. Then there's Davis. And it's Washington in at the 3 slot. And for the Clippers, Powell and Kawhi in at the forward spots. Chris Dunn is out there with James Harden. And it's Zubac in at the 5, roaming the paint. And Clark, for these two teams, a lot of their action runs through the front court.
You're exactly right, B.A., and I think that's where the game's going to ultimately be decided. I mean, we have to see which set of these bigs is going to impose their will, not just offensively, but defensively, too.
Harden's shot is good.
Incredible control on that floater. Harden is fantastic at putting just the right amount of touch on these very difficult and delicate shots.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Harden. Stolen by Davis. Outside Irving. Sends it home from three-point land. Irving's got 5 now.
Well, Irving can shoot it with little warning. I mean, he's just that quick. No time to contest if you're not there before the shot.
Here's Dunn with the drive. Up and in on the layup.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is. That's a tough shot.
Too long in the paint. And he's hit with a 3-second violation. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and an opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
Now here's Irving. He's got 6, and there's the foul. It'll go on Norman Powell. That's his first foul. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Irving for 3. Kept alive. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Yep, that one goes. Give him 8.
Always a threat on the drive. Irving has an explosive first step.
And it's Leonard with the ball for the LA Clippers. 4-point game. Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
And so it's Dallas with it, after the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Tyronn Lue gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We spoke about Kyrie Irving and what the most challenging thing about defending him is, and he told me, quote, just how creative he is when he's handling the ball. We want to keep the ball out of his hands as much as possible, even if it means sending double teams occasionally. We'll see if this game plan works out for them, guys. Back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Outside Harden. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Harden's got 7 points in the game.
Nice to see Harden continue to expand his range. He is an absolute laser from outside.
Pass to Davis. Back to Irving. Done with a steal.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
A minute 58 left to play in the first quarter. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It goes on Kyrie Irving.
Well, you see the fantastic size for a point. Dunn going 6'4", 220. Not easy to contest inside.
Mavericks trail by 3. Irving looking around. From the arc. Leonard pulls down the board. The Clippers have gone 5 of 5 in this quarter. Solid. Harden against Thompson. And Harden with the slam.
Strong, aggressive take that time from Harden.
For Dallas, they've gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. It's so interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed. And now they're postseason regulars in the league.
Dallas has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. "43 seconds left in the first quarter here. Takes it inside. He gets it in there. 15 points in the game.
Irving, so much fun to watch in this one so far, utilizing every aspect of his offensive game.
Harden, good.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for Dallas. Trailing by 2. Sweet little floater. Irving's got 17 points.
How many different ways can Kyrie Irving beat his man? I mean, his array of moves is endless.
And Harden with the slam.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
Here's Thompson. Outside Irving. Pass to Lively. 4 seconds left. Outside for Irving. It'll count. And that's not gonna go. James Harden. He's been the guy making things happen. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for Los Angeles?
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
I also like the way they've been able to penetrate. The penetration has led to some big buckets as a result.
On the court right now for Dallas. P.J. Washington out there with Anthony Davis. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Derek Lively. And it's Thompson in at the 2.
Doesn't matter if he's well guarded or not. Kyrie knocking it down from deep.
You know, Clark, watching Kyrie Irving, he still does things you just can't believe.
His ball handling ability is just remarkable, and his finishing ability surpasses his rush hour handles. And that's saying a ton. He can beat anybody off the dribble. He can make tough shots. He really is one of the elite scorers from the guard position in the history of the NBA. I don't think that's an overstatement. From the angles he finishes, the shots he can make, he's as elite as we've had in the league.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, a lot of new developments for the Clippers this season, and obviously they have the new arena, new designs for their logo, jerseys, and court. Not only that, their G League team moving into a brand new arena in Oceanside, renewing the San Diego Clippers moniker. Brian, a lot to be excited about for this Clips team.
No question. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Leonard. The shot that time not on target. Davis with the defensive effort. Here's Thompson. Oh, nice touch there by Clay.
Defense wants to guard Thompson close so he can cleverly shake them off with a pick to get a shot.
Harden from outside. Here's Zubac. Outside for Harden. Six to shoot. Going inside. And how about that? 8 for 9 now.
Guys, it's hard to shake Harden off his game. He's so strong and skilled. He keeps his balance right where he needs it.
Now here's Irving. 20 points for him. 2 points. That one goes.
Bad idea leaving him open. He needs more defensive attention, not less.
Thompson against Harden. Harden missing again. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Left side Irving. Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
Davis a screen. The 3 is up. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now. Inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now it's a 5-point Los Angeles lead.
And you know when Harden gets cooking now, you got to keep giving him the ball. He's an excellent scorer, and he can really get buckets.
Now here's Irving. 22 points for him. Sinks the tray. Irving's got 25 points in the game.
Man, he's on fire. Playing patient basketball, not forcing shots.
Harden is one of the most lethal penetrators in the game and excels at finding lanes to the rim.
Here's Irving. He's got 25. Out to Thompson. Davis with a screen on Harden. The three from Thompson. Rebounded by Dunn.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
There's 48 seconds left in the first half of this game. And a missed layup. Now here's Irving. Defended by Dunn. Here's Davis. The three from Thompson. Oh! From the parking lot!
And that was from the parking lot. You got to be impressed with how accurate Thompson is from way outside.
Powell passes to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam.
That's exactly how you send it. Two hands and down.
Pass to Lively. Now here's Irving. Let's go with a three. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's Los Angeles. They're up. Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break. Ready for the third quarter.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. They're thinking about the shot.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Well, you look at Kyrie Irving in this game. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And Dallas making a change here. Gafford's checked in. We've got Amir Coffey. Drew Eubanks out there with Nicholas Batum. Then there's Bogdan Bogdanovic. And it's Jones in at the shooting guard position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Here's Dinwiddie. And that one is hammered home.
And that quick first step of Dinwiddie, very dangerous once he gets a foot advantage on the D.
Bogdanovic on the wing. He's covered by Dinwiddie. Bogdanovic, that's good.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Powell sets a screen. Here's Dinwiddie. Pass to Powell. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. From deep. Hits a three-pointer. Dinwiddie's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, stretching out the defense horizontally. Dinwiddie helping his team spacing.
Here's Batum. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Batum's got 5.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
Powell, a screen on Bogdanovic. Dinwiddie, no good.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Bogdanovic, that's good.
I like seeing Bogdanovic get it done inside. An opportunistic score around the rim.
Exum with it. Picked up by Eubanks. Exum shot is off. Los Angeles leading by 7. Outside Bogdanovic. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. He has 6.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Dinwiddie, no good. The Clippers have gone an impressive 5 of 5 so far in the third quarter. Outside Jones. Chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. One thing that always stands out, Clark, the way Derrick Jones Jr. can levitate off the floor.
Yeah, he's got tremendous bounce. And you're right, he can just suspend himself in the air, which is unique. And it allows him to be an excellent defender because he can be 5 feet away from a guy and still bother him with his bounce and his length. And he's also become a pretty good corner pocket three-point shooter, too.
Bogdanovich passes to Eubanks. Back to Bogdanovich.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Here he goes. And then Bogdanovich with the dunk.
What an athlete Bogdanovich is. Sprinting towards the rim with such aggression and assertiveness.
Powell sets a screen. It's Powell on the wing. Off target from outside. And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for the Clippers. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Pass to Marshall for 3. And the three-pointer goes. Marshall's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Now Jones. Back to Batum. The 3 ball. Sinks it from distance. And the Clippers lead by 9.
Right back at you. Nicholas Batum with the answer. Determined to get those 3 points back as quick as possible.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Count it. Good. Batum's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And it's Gafford missing. Now Los Angeles with it. They're on a 14-6 run. Outside Bogdanovich. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Bogdanovich has got 10.
It looked like that was going to be blocked, but then he pulled the Houdini act and flipped it in for the score.
The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too.
17 seconds left in the third. Los Angeles leading by 13. Now Leonard. Pass to Harden. Back to Leonard. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3. It's going to be on Anthony Davis.
At the line for LA.
And he sinks the second.
Taking 3 shots.
And he nails the third. And so it's Los Angeles with an impressive 16-point lead heading it. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court right now for Dallas. They've got Thompson. Anthony Davis is out there with Washington. Then there's Derek Lively. And it's Irving in at the point. Harden against Thompson, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Klay Thompson picks one up.
If you want to know how clever Harden is as a player, just take a look at his one-on-one game, the way he can pretty much beat any defender. Quite impressive.
He hits the second from the line. Mavericks trail by 15. Davis a screen. Irving the pass to Davis. Lively with it. And a slam dunk by Lively.
Working it to the open teammate that time. Excellent awareness from Davis.
And here's Harden. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Well, you know, for me, when you can convert this many times in the paint, I think that's a sign that your offense is really in a healthy state.
Yeah, something else I love that they're doing is driving into the lane and getting the shots they want in penetration.
Hey, the skills of Kyrie are obvious, but what isn't so obvious is his underestimated strength.
Nice shot by Harden.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Here's Irving. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Boy, great display of concentration and tenacity from Irving there. Fighting his way through contact, getting it up and down, plus the foul.
Los Angeles leading by 13. Harden with it. Irving picks him up. Harden surveying the D. Floats one up, and they pick up two. Harden's got 8 here in this quarter.
Harden's so good at getting the shot he wants and making tough shots when he has to. Great agility.
And Irving gets it to go.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Thompson against Harden. And then Harden with the jam.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Washington finds Irving. Shot clock at 6. Outside for Davis. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. Davis has got his first 3 points of the game.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Nice little shot fake there. Got the D out of position. Harden's got 35 in the game.
I mean, it's hard not to appreciate Harden because he's a complete package.
And it's Irving missing.
2 minutes from
The Clippers lead by 13. It's Powell on the wing. He's guarded by Washington. Out to Leonard. Dunn outside. Zubac passes to Dunn. There's the 3. Out to Leonard. From downtown. Mavericks with a rebound.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Dunn with it. Irving picks him up, and there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
3rd team foul.
A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this 4th quarter. Nice shot by Harden.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Clippers.
I was really impressed with their attitude today, Grant. Competitive game. They battled through every step of the way.
And BA, can you say big-time effort and energy? I mean, just a tremendous performance.
Well, maybe a little bit of a use-it-or-lose-it situation with the coaches.
2nd team foul. At the line for the Mavericks, Kyrie
Worried that
Irving.
this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
The first one falls.
Kyrie Irving, special. I mean, as skilled a player as you'll ever see when it comes to handling the ball and scoring in close.
1:04 left in the 4th quarter. The Clippers lead by 14. Here's Harden. Dunn outside. Over Irving. The shot by Dunn, no good. And so it's Dallas with it. The 3 is up. The shot misses. Now Los Angeles with it. Harden from outside. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Irving against Harden. Irving, that's good.
Kyrie Irving.
Irving's got 39. Well, Grant, it's obvious who's been in control of this game.
You know, you really have to appreciate their relentlessness.
Harden, deep three-point land. Misses there. So no problem for the Clippers as they get the win. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat.
It's a month and checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Gobert is out there with Randall, and it's DiVincenzo in at the 1 spot. And for Los Angeles, the guard pair, it's Harden and Powell. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. And it's Jones in at the small forward position. DiVincenzo. And Stan, it seems like the key matchup tonight is down inside in the paint.
Oh, yeah, Kevin. Expect this one to be really physical. If either team backs down, they can just get run over tonight, but I don't expect that to happen. It's going to be a slugfest.
We love those kind of games. They're a lot of fun.
You aren't kidding.
And the defense cannot underestimate Randall's strength. Pushes right through the contact and gets the shot.
Powell, that's good.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Now the Timberwolves with it. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Tyronn Lue and I had a few minutes to share, and we talked about the tall task of facing Anthony Edwards. Coach said he is so physical. Ant looks more like a linebacker than a wing, so we can't foul Edwards too much. That's playing right into his hands. So they'll try to play him tight without sending him to the line. Not easy to do. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Like looking back to last season, the Clippers had one red-hot stretch.
That's right. They went on a 26-5 run between December and February. It finally showed how dangerous that team could be when healthy.
Shot clock at 3. Stolen by Harden. To the paint. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And Leonard makes it look easy. Incredible at getting inside and just finishing with physicality.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Edwards looking it over. Launches it. It's hauled in by Zubac. The Clippers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. A basket counts and 1. They'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Defensive foul.
Why, such a fiery competitor. He won't back down in the face of adversity.
People like to debate, and Greg, I don't know if this is you, what's better, Kawhi's defense or his offense?
Well, Kevin, I'll say this. Even if he was a subpar defender, his offense alone would have him among the league's top players. But his defense isn't subpar. At its best, it's elite.
Here's Harden following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Zubac with it. And the dunk by Zubac.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now here's Edwards.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Pass to McDaniels. It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by Jones. Clock at 4. Edwards can't hit.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
There's the triple. That one's not going to go. Timberwolves trail by 5. Randall with the ball. Leonard picks him up. Edwards against Harden. Good D by Harden.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
And the dunk by Powell.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
The Clippers have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Here's Harden following the 3 by Minnesota. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And what control from Harden inside, adjusting his shot perfectly for that short-range make.
Here's DiVincenzo. Pass to McDaniels. There's 48 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Now here's Gobert. Back to McDaniel. To the left wing. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Los Angeles leading by 6. It's Harden with the drive. Tries again from short range. They get it back. Kicks it out to Jones. And another shot. And he lays it up and in.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Edwards inside. Working on Zubac. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
I don't know how Edwards does it. It's a blend of skill, finesse, and a little bit of luck that went down.
There's 14 seconds left in the first. McDaniels against Harden. Pass to Zubac. Leonard with the ball. With 1 on the clock, and he gets the jumper to drop. Leonard's got 7 points.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
And so it's Los Angeles, bringing the quarter to a close with... And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Los Angeles.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
And so far, just a great job forcing turnovers and creating opportunities in the open floor. The defense at the heart of that.
So on the floor for Minnesota, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Randall out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, Rudy Gobert has tied for the most Defensive Player of the Year awards all time, but he's challenging himself to do more offensively. He said it's all about just being okay with missing or making mistakes, freeing my mind and doing the things that I work on to get out of the shell that I was being put in. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David Aldridge, we thank you for that report.
Well, look, you can't let Edwards get this close to the rim because he will dunk it on you.
Here's Harden. Takes it out to Leonard. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Leonard finds Harden. Leonard with a screen on McDaniel. And Harden with the stop.
Oh, get up, James. Talk about a guy who scores from all 3 levels.
Last year, Coach, as you know, the Timberwolves making it to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, that equaled their deepest run in team history, dropping that series to the Mavs. Minnesota has never been to the finals, one of 5 franchises who've yet to get there.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. Timberwolves trail by 11. Leonard brings the double team. DiVincenzo passes to Randall, and Randall throws it down.
Not enough defense there. Allowing Randall to get that close is a recipe for disaster.
Gobert with the block, and they get it back. Leonard on the wing. He's defended by Randall. The second chance effort, out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Edwards against Jones. Outside Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Shoots over Zubac. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Harden kicks to Powell. And stolen by DiVincenzo. McDaniels passes to DiVincenzo. Randall outside. Now Gobert. Now McDaniels. Gobert with a screen on Harden. McDaniels. The three-pointer off the mark. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Zubac. Minnesota with the rebound. Here's Randall. Mr. Gobert. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. Some of the tricks of the trade in that regard.
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, you know, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
Jones against Edwards. Here's Gobert. In slam dunk by Gobert.
Right through the contact. Gobert's added so much strength since being drafted back in 2013. It's helped all facets of his game.
So it's the Timberwolves now. 7-point differential. DiVincenzo finds Edwards. 54 seconds left to play here in the second quarter.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Such a strong lead. Kawhi can more than handle his own down low.
DiVincenzo passes to Edwards. McDaniels sets a screen for Edwards. Inside, here's Randall, and Randall throws it down.
Great feed. Edwards has such a complete game. He's much more than just a scorer.
Now, here is Harden. He's got 8. Jacks up a 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Randall. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now just a 5-point Clipper lead.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Clippers. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums. They're measuring up the shot.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Reminds me of the good old days. Feed it to the big and let him work.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. He got Drew Eubanks. Dunn is out there with Bogdanovich. Then there's Batum, and it's Coffey in at the 3 slot. Timberwolves trail by 5. Miller inside. Eubanks defending. Reed kicks to Miller. For the 3. Drills the three-pointer. Reed's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Well, clearly some sort of defensive breakdown there. He is not the kind of guy you give room to at the arc.
A 3 from Bogdanovich. Miller grabs the miss. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Alexander Walker on the wing. For the tie, and it's good on the way-in. Alexander Walker's got it all tied up now for Minnesota.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Clippers are inaugurating their new arena this season, and they're set to host the All-Star Game next season. It will mark the 7th time that the LA area has hosted the All-Star facilities. Kevin, there will be no shortage of stars in attendance.
That's always the way it is in L.A. You're so right, David. It ought to be quite a spectacle. And the defense of the Timberwolves stand as good as it gets.
Well, Kevin, they can compete with anyone when it comes to size, not just up front, but on the wings. They're long and athletic, but it all comes down to execution, and they get it done.
Pass to Shannon. 6 to shoot. Reed with a screen on Bogdanovich. Shot's good by Alexander Walker. And it's a 5-point Minnesota lead.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
They set the pick. To the inside. Eubanks. We've got some talented defensive big men in the league today, Coach. But in your opinion, who would you say is the best rim protector?
Well, Kevin, I would have said Rudy Gobert because people didn't even want to go to the rim and challenge him.
Right.
Anthony Davis is great. But I'm telling you, the young guy, Victor Wembanyama, I think is the best we've got now.
Isn't he something else, Stan? We've never seen anything like him.
We never have, and I'm not sure we ever will again.
Wow. Here's Miller. Back to Alexander Walker. Reed with a screen on Dunn. Alexander Walker passes to Reed. Second chance shot. Eubanks grabs the miss. Clippers trail by 4. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Bogdanovich, no luck.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss. Well, you love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
To the middle. Here's Reed, and Reed throws it down.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Dunn kicks to Bogdanovich. Beyond the arc. Rebound, Minnesota. Miller up on top. Defended by Batum. Shannon passes to Reed. There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. And there's the call on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
44 seconds left to play in the third. Outside, Bogdanovich. Down low. Stolen by Reed.
And he was camped in just the right spot to swipe that pass away down low.
It's Miller on the way. Defended by Batum. And here's Reed. He has 5. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
For the Timberwolves. Nas Reed. 2 shots. The play will be reviewed under NBA rules.
The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
Hey guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And so it's the mid. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Here's Randall. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the 4th. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Rudy Gobert is out there with Randall, and it's DiVincenzo in at the point. Shot clock at 6. Fires from the wing. Here's Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
And Gobert showing how much he wanted that basket.
Harden against McDaniel. Zubac kicks to Leonard. There's the 3. Leonard lets it rip from 3.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Jones with it. Picked up. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
Yeah, Leonard really utilizing the vision to find the crack in the defensive coverage. And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Harden finds Leonard. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists in the game.
You set him up more often than not. Leonard will knock him down.
Gobert with a screen for Edwards. And then jammed down as he goes right over. He beats Zubac.
Yeah, Edwards has some big bounce in his step.
And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
His 3rd personal foul. First team foul.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. Leonard pass to Zubac. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Here's Powell. Gobert knocks it away.
And when Gobert is playing with this kind of aggression on that end, there aren't many better at defending.
And Randall throws it down.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one.
Whoa, a little extra right there from Edwards.
Yeah, doing it with speed and style. Edwards putting on a show at the rim.
Pass to Powell. And there's the drive. Banked in off the glass. 1:58 left to play here in the 4th. To the paint. And finished off by Gobert.
And the slam, if Rudy gets that ball anywhere near the rim, he is going to finish.
Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. Timberwolves leading by 9. Here's DiVincenzo. It's good. The Clippers running out of time. Here's Harden. And rebounded by McDaniels. Minnesota's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. It's Edwards on the wing. Takes a 3. Edwards shooting fearlessly from the arc.
Well, you have to be careful with Edwards on the arc because he is completely fearless.
And here's Harden for 3. Here's Jones. Just 5 on the clock. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Minnesota.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Anthony Edwards.
You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Leonard going inside. Gobert with the defensive effort. Fades back. Second shot opportunity. Good. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. This crowd was all right, DA. Thanks again. And that'll do it, folks. With Stan Van Gundy.
out Minnesota's starting lineup. Ed is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard position. And for the Mavericks, Derek Lively is out there with Davis. Then it's Washington. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Thompson in at the 2. All right, Doris, how about teams like these who can really run their offense through their bigs?
BA, over the years, one of the things I've heard from coaches quite often is how effective a three-tool big man can be. When you can drive it, pass it, shoot it, score it, do all the things they can, it changes the geometry of the floor.
And that gets us rolling. Whew, what a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
You get the sense there is a level of intensity right out of the gates.
Now here's Davis. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. To the middle. Irving against Gobert. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Here's Dallas now. Hits a 3-point game. And now the T-Wolves on the break. And it's blocked by Irving.
Whoa, big time block from Kyrie Irving. Guys love seeing him hustle on that end.
We played just over a minute here in the first. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here. And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Well, the work that Anthony Edwards is putting in as a shooter is there. That range shot so important. Nice three-point look right there.
Irving against McDaniels. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Irving with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. 3-pointer. Irving, no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
There aren't many more dominant defenders in the NBA than Gobert.
Well, that's definitely fair to say, BA, because his defense has an outsized influence on a game. The inside presence changes an opponent's game plan.
And Jaden McDaniels picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. And so it's Dallas with it. They trail by 7. Irving for 3. Buries it from 3. Irving's got 5.
You know, Kyrie has so many options when he runs the pick and roll. He runs it to perfection.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Gobert with a screen on Thompson. Edwards with it, and Lively picks him up defensively. Yes, it's good. 5 points in the game.
Man, that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
Irving looking around. Davis with a screen on McDaniels. Here's Irving. That's his 3rd basket in 5 shots. Solid work.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Pass to Gobert. Now here's Edwards. He's got 5. Gobert with a screen on Thompson. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert. Let's send it to Allie LaForce, who caught up with head coach Jason Kidd. Allie?
I asked him about Julius Randle and why he's so hard to stop. Coach said it's the ball handling, the spin moves, and the ability to finish against length. They want to try to force him right and take him out of his rhythm. Something many teams have tried, but few have accomplished. Guys?
Thanks for that, Allie. Knocks down the triple.
Excellent setup. The pre-shot preparation, getting into that catch-and-shoot game. We see it, Kyrie.
Doris, one place you see this Dallas team show up is in the hustle stats.
BA.
Oh! Get you some! Show us some power!
Oh, give me a little sauce. Anthony Edwards rise high and finish over the defender.
Davis, a screen. Irving with it. Randall's in his pocket. Back to Irving. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Outside Edwards. Fires the three. He's got it. 4 for 4 now. He's automatic.
Doesn't matter where on the floor Anthony Edwards is. That shot mechanic's so pretty, so fluid.
Irving against Randall. Pass to Lively. Screen by Lively. Irving, the pass to Lively. Outside for Irving. Just 5 on the clock. Puts up a deep three. Lively finds Washington. Oh, he trains
There will be 2 minutes.
Ball is out of his hand in time. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And there's really plenty of time remaining in this game, so you want to make sure the right call was made.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Timberwolves ahead, up by 4. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
Well, they've really been racking up three-pointers in bunches. They've been so impressive to watch.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
On the court for the Timberwolves. Ed is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1. And it's Randle with the jam.
That's Julius Randle in pick-and-roll action, being decisive and having the skill set necessary to score it.
And Davis slams it home.
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Edwards looking it over. Gobert with a screen on Thompson. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. All right, Doris, you think this heliocentric style of play can lead to championship success?
Brian, this is such a big-time question, and I think a difficult one to answer. By heliocentric, we mean that the best player on your team is making up a greater percentage of the usage, meaning the ball is in their hands more. What that has led to are some of the most efficient offenses in the history of the game. But does it lead to championships? That is the answer to the question we all seek.
McDaniels, a screen on Thompson. McDaniels up top. The shot no good. Thompson with some nice D. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, Anthony Edwards, his disposition just brightens a locker room. Coach Chris Finch said he's an absolute joy to coach. Always in a great mood with a great smile. It doesn't matter if he plays well or he doesn't. Every day he has the same approach and the same attitude.
And he wants to be great, Allie. There's no doubt about that. Davis, the pass to Thompson. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Timberwolves?
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
McDaniels inside. Washington's there. Edwards, no good.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player capable of taking over on both ends.
Thompson, no good. Minnesota leading by 4. And here's McDaniels. He has 6. Outside for Randall. Pass to Edwards.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Beyond the arc. The Mavericks pull it in. Davis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Edwards against Irving. And they call an illegal screen here.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Here's Edwards on the take. Oh, he misses the dunk.
Trying to show off for the fans and give them their money's worth, just couldn't finish.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Julius Randle. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
1:31 left in the first half. Lively with a screen on McDaniels. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Thompson. Outside for Irving. Jacks up a 3. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Irving's got 15 points.
And Kyrie is a threat from anywhere beyond the arc, including those corners.
Edwards against Thompson. McDaniels, a screen on Thompson. Edwards driving, and Edwards slams it in.
So sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop. Irving against Edwards. Irving, the pass to Lively. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Lively's got his first points of the game. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's DiVincenzo. The kick out to Edwards. Edwards on target.
Anthony Edwards has got his rhythm, and he's got a well-rounded offensive game. Look out.
Thompson right side. Davis with a screen on DiVincenzo. Thompson fires from way outside. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's Minnesota. They lead by 4. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
They've got Dante Exum. Najee Marshall is out there with Dwight Powell. Then it's Daniel Gafford, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Here's Alexander Walker. And there's the call on Spencer Dinwiddie. That's his first foul. And out of bounds. Dallas will have it. The Mavericks trailing. Miller comes with a double. Back to Powell. Stolen by Miller. Here's Minot. He's guarded by Exum. Pass to Shannon. Back to Reed. Reed to screen on Dinwiddie. Here's Alexander Walker. And it's off from three-point range.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
To the inside, Shannon. Chalk up two there.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Mavericks trail by 4. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Coach Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team.
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you. Lets it fly. Second shot opportunity. Gafford with the bucket.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
And it's Alexander Walker penetrating. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
Here's Alexander Walker. Dinwiddie with a rebound. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
There's a minute 59 left in the third quarter. Here's Reed. It's tipped.
Powell is exceptional at timing for blocks, rises up and sends it back.
Dinwiddie passes to Exum. Powell outside for the lead. Drops in the 3. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
Outside, Alexander Walker. And he banks in the layup.
Well, what a terrific possession. Attack in the painted area.
Here's Exum. And Dallas hits again from deep.
Well, Dante Exum knocking down shots will put a smile on this team's face. He continues to work on the offensive end.
Up top, Alexander Walker. Here's Reed. Clock at 6. Miller, the pass to Reed. Offensive rebound. Back to Miller. Second chance shot. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. Pass to Marshall. The ball's knocked loose. And we're going to have a jump ball.
You two players. That's a jump ball.
Three seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Alexander Walker, the pass to Reed. Poke loose. Back to Alexander Walker. Pass to Reed. Outside, Alexander Walker. Launches it. Gafford grabs the miss. Gafford's got 4 rebounds now. Gets it off. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And we wrap up the third, and it looks like it. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
3 3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. They've got Miller. He's out there with Naz Reid. And it's Shannon in at point guard. Here's Edwards. There's the drive. And Edwards slams it in.
Combination of size and athleticism makes Anthony Edwards so tough to check on the drive. Good luck and good night.
Irving against Randall. Thompson, a screen on Randall. Irving, the pass to Thompson. And a miss there on the triple.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
McDaniels with it to the middle. And it's Randall with the jam.
Wow, excellent explosion off his feet by Julius Randall.
McDaniels against Irving. And then Davis punches it home.
And that's unbelievable. Davis sky high doing his thing.
Up top, Edwards. Defended by Thompson. And there's the foul. It's on Derek Lively. That'll be a second foul of the game. And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. And the Mavericks. Making a change here. Marshall's checked in. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message that Jason Kidd was giving to his team. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, "We're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall." Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
Thank you for that, Allie. DiVincenzo. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. And the Timberwolves lead by 4. Dallas has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Outside for Davis. Back to Irving. Thompson outside. Oh, Klay Thompson with the bounce. Get up, Klay.
Boy, you don't see it often. Klay Thompson letting you know he can finish emphatically.
Outside McDaniels. To the paint. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. There's Davis with the 3. The shot, no good. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They lead by 4. And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul of the game. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Outside, DiVincenzo.
Boy, you got to love the defensive effort, contesting that shot by Kyrie, just trying to frustrate his man on the defensive end.
Oh, that bucket gives him his 7th field goal in 12 tries.
We all know that Irving wants to be the man to hit that shot, and when he takes it, he usually finds a way to finish.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Outside McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Nice move. The rebound by Klay Thompson. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Randall with a steal.
They've got to tighten up the ball control. That pass was just too easy to defend.
Edwards with it. Irving picks him up. Oh, the finish inside by Edwards. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
Those block shot numbers are big as well, guys, sending a clear message. We are not going to be scored on easily.
Edwards against Thompson. DiVincenzo with a screen on Thompson. Here's Edwards. Ant-Man flying high.
We know this about Anthony Edwards. He is fearless in these moments. That's a big-time clutch delivery.
Irving, pass to Davis. Back to Irving. Davis against McDaniels.
Count it! And the stakes were high right there. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Thompson against Edwards. There's 42 seconds left in the final quarter. Gobert. Oh, Gobert! Hammered it down off the drive.
Rudy Gobert is so competitive. Doesn't want to let a big moment go by. Nicely done.
And he buries it. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Man, that is a good one. Kyrie really just comes alive when the game gets tight.
It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by Thompson. They get it back. Here's Randall. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
There's 18 seconds left in the fourth. Randall, a screen on Thompson. Over to the left wing. 5 on the clock. Yeah!
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Irving for 3. Cash. Oh, what a sensational bucket. That brings it within 1.
And it just sinks it over the taller defender. That's why you have to crowd shooters on the perimeter.
Today's player is not intimidated by size. You'll even give them a sliver of a window, and they're going to make that shot.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 3-point game.
Well, it doesn't get much bigger than that. A perfect trip to the line to give them a critical 3-point push. And what poise.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. All right, thoughts on what coach is going to do here?
And a 3 would tie it up. If they have to make one extra pass to get a better shot, they probably have just enough time to do that.
And so it's Minnesota who scrapes by with a win. And this was an emotional.
starting five. We'll see Powell and Leonard playing the forward spots. Dunn is out there with Harden, and it's Zubac in at the 5, home in the paint. And for Dallas, Davis is out there with P.J. Washington. Then it's Kyrie Irving, then it's Derek Lively, and it's Thompson in at the 2-guard spot. There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Oh, man, when Kawhi dunks, you feel it. This is how powerful that guy is.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I briefly spoke with Jason Kidd. I asked him how you deal with James Harden tonight, and Coach said his focus is not letting Harden get the matchups he wants, not allowing him to get ISOs. Coach said he has to work for it tonight, so they will try to throw some resistance his way, Kevin.
Okay, David, thanks. From 11 feet away, that one wide left. Irving looking over the floor. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And making the most of that inside opening. It's almost too easy for Kyrie.
Leonard with the screen on Thompson. It's Harden with the drive. That one no good. Great tee that time from Davis. Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so different.
AD gets near the rim and it's lights out.
Leonard with the screen on Thompson. Kicks it out to Leonard. It's stolen by Davis. Irving against Dunn. Outside, Davis. Back to Irving. To the inside. And stolen by Dunn. Powell with it. Pass to Zubac. Up top, Powell. He's covered by Washington. Zubac, that's good.
Nice job by Zubac using his size and just making his presence felt.
Outside for Davis. Wants to get it to Lively and does.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Harden the pass to Leonard. And Davis sends it back.
No surprise why AD has led the league in blocks before.
Pass to Lively. Back to Irving. Drives to the hoop. Overdone. Again, the Mavericks score.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Chris Dunn picks one up. Greg, you love this topic more than anyone when you think about the best ball handlers of all time. Where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
And finished off by Leonard.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding, rising up off the ground.
Washington kicks to Irving. With the drive, and he banks in the layup. Irving's got 8.
So clever on these takes to the rim. Kyrie knows how to navigate and then finish creatively.
Here's Dallas. They're on a 12-4 run. And he makes good on the layup. He's got 10.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactical.
Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player, I am the system"?
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that. But Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the field.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Clippers trail by 6. 30 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
That one on Thompson.
Well, Harden, a true creator when he has the ball in his hand.
2 shots.
And both free throws good for James Harden.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 10. 11 seconds left in the first quarter. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7. Harden scanning the floor. Pass to Leonard. Over Davis. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together.
The officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
He beat the buzzer.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up, and then even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Dallas.
Tons of points off penetration so far, guys. They're driving at will on the defense, just taking whatever they want.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. We'll see Powell and Leonard play in the forward spots. Harden out there with Dunn, and it's Zubac in at the center, filling out the middle. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Count it. Good. Irving's got 14 points.
When Kyrie's going like this, he completely takes the game over. What a player.
Brent, when you talk about the Clippers franchise, and you appreciate this so much, their first superstar was really Bob McAdoo.
And what a tremendous talent. You know, most people remember Bob McAdoo with his years with the Lakers. But man, when he was with the Buffalo Braves, 3 straight scoring titles, was the league MVP in 1975. Sorry, Dad. Some people still consider him the club's best player ever.
Blocking foul called on James Harden. First personal foul. First team foul.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Davis sets a screen. Irving's shot is good. Irving's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Mavericks at last season's trade deadline added length by acquiring Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington. Coach Jason Kidd says they help on both ends. Gafford has the ability to roll, has great hands. P.J. can put the ball on the floor and guard 1 through 5. And defensively, they both bring physicality. Kevin?
Yeah, but there is an argument to be made. That was one of the best trades at midseason this league has seen in a very long time. 6 on the shot clock. Davis has the open look. Off target from outside. Clippers trail by 6. Leonard trying to break free. Harden gets the bucket. He's got 8.
A great hustle from Harden in transition, getting up the court as quickly as possible.
Down against Irving. Over the course of a season, each team takes on a certain personality. Brent, do coaches try to shape that personality based on their roster?
Well, Kevin, it's a great question, and I think the best coaches in our league adapt to the personality of the team as it starts to formulate throughout the season. You lean in to what guys naturally are. Some success comes with that.
It's Powell on the wing. Inside. Stolen by Lively. Irving against Dunn. Lively sends a screen for Irving. A trade. Another three for Dallas.
And that is just money from Kyrie. He's so dangerous from outside the three-point line.
From deep, Harden trains the three-pointer. Harden's got 11 points.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Irving passes to Davis. Now, here's Washington. And a wide-open look for Irving. Another three for Dallas.
Zero hesitation. Irving was all set to go.
It's Harden with the drive. Pass to Powell. Davis against Leonard. And Kawhi drives. The shot, no good. And it's Irving with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. And here is Davis. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And the Mavericks lead by 12.
Yeah, the added muscle Davis has put on, helping him on these tough finishes. Flexing on him there. My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Outside Irving. Outside Davis. Back to Irving. Pass to Washington. Overdone. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Here's Irving. Bucket is good. Irving's got the lead up to 12 now for the Mavs.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, and through the first two quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
So with Irving on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Powell is out there with Daniel Gafford. Then it's Exum. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's Marshall in at the 3. To the middle, here's Jones. Here's Coffey. Fires the 3. Dinwiddie with the rebound. Pass to Gafford. He takes it in, and Gafford throws it down.
And with the ability to make clean, crisp passes, Dinwiddie makes those around him better.
A 2, good.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Dinwiddie, not a consistent three-point shooter, but Dinwiddie can get hot, so you can't just let him fire at will.
Bogdanovich passes to Eubanks. It's rebounded by Dallas. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Dinwiddie kicks to Exum. It's Powell on the wing. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Powell's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
This team did something at halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
Here's Jones, and he goes right over Dwight Powell and slams it down.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Driving in and finished off by Exum.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook. A three from Bogdanovich. Here's Eubanks. There's a good screen. Batum for three. Mavericks with the rebound. Gafford's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. And there's the call. It's on Spencer Dinwiddie. That's his first foul.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. A three from Bogdanovich. Powell pulls it in. Mavericks leading by 18. Now Exum. Dinwiddie outside. Back to Exum.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
This one for three. Batum grabs the miss. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Good on the bucket. Eubanks got his first bucket of the night.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. The NBA is looking for greater parity, but Golden State's Draymond Green said, quite frankly, with this new CBA, dynasties are over. We're the last dynasty you'll be able to speak of because of the way this salary cap is set up. I guess we'll see. Kevin?
I hope he's not right, but he may be onto something, David. Thank you. Here's the three, and Coffey gets it to go. Coffey's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. On the wing, Dinwiddie is covered by Bogdanovich.
On a shooter like Dinwiddie, you have to guard close, but Dinwiddie challenges that defense and draws the foul.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Dallas.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And all game long, they've been finding blocks. Their focus on strong rim protection has helped stifle the opposing team's offense.
Lively a screen on Hart. Thompson for three. Buries it from three-point range.
Hard to predict when great shooters are using the screen. That time, Klay Thompson did a great job of finding the open space.
Zubac with the screen for Leonard. Got a hand on it.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Thompson against Harden. Thompson outside. And he drives in. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And on the floor for the Clippers here at the fourth, we'll see Powell and Leonard playing the forward spots. Tristan is out there with Harden, and it's Zubac in at the center position. Harden against Davis, kicks it out to Leonard. Screen by Zubac. Pocket 6. Second chance effort, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
On defense, Dallas, a 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. Leonard with a screen on Thompson. Harden against Davis. Goes back up, and Harden lays it in.
Timely bucket from Harden, just beating the shot clock.
Dallas has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots, 6 of 13. A shot by Washington, and he's wide open. That three off the mark.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Yep, that one goes in there, and that's 15 points for James Harden.
Well, Harden just outworking them inside. Could we say he wanted it more?
Davis setting the pick for Irving. Outside, Davis. Leonard with the steal. Inside, knocks it loose. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Well, a little head scratcher there, guys. There's no reason to force the ball inside like that. I understand the thought process, but the pass just has to be better.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Outside for Davis. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Dunn. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
Free throw, no good for Dunn. Irving for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Irving's got 5 points now in the quarter.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Three-pointer. Another 3 for Dallas.
Can't drift back on Kyrie Irving when he's handling the ball like that. He's actively surveying the defense and looking for the pull-up.
And the Clippers miss again.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Davis setting the pick for Irving. Going inside. Lays it up off the glass. Irving's got 10 points here in the second half.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in. One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
Mavericks leading by 22.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Mavericks.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, but an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Kyrie Irving.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
4 on the clock. Lively, that's good.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
Out to Thompson, and there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Irving against Dunn. Shot clock at 5. And it's James Harden with the rebound. from deep three-point territory. It's off. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. Much appreciated, David. And that about wraps it up. For Brett Barry, Greg Anthony.
Angeles starters. Harden and Powell, their backcourt. Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. And it's Jones in at the 3 spot. And for the Timberwolves, Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Harden from outside. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Here's Edwards. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
Leonard scores at all 3 levels. He's a threat anywhere on the floor.
Edwards looking it over. From behind the arc. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point land so far. Here's Harden. Randle pulls down the board.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
Outside Edwards. Unable to get that one. Jones with some nice D. The Clippers have gone 1 for 3 so far. And from what we've seen so far in his career, Anthony Edwards wants to be that guy in crunch time, Clark.
I love his mentality. Not only in that he wants to be the guy, but he also wants to elevate his teammates. And he plays the game with an exuberance and a joy and a freshness that is, quite good to see. But I like his attack mentality and his willingness to step into leading his team by example at both ends of the floor. And the 3-point shot of DiVincenzo is dangerous. Defense cannot allow him to get airspace from there.
Powell against DiVincenzo. Wow, that's good.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
McDaniels passes to Edwards. McDaniels, a screen on Jones. Gets the 3 ball to go.
The challenge with defending Edwards, he's a 3-level scorer.
Leonard for 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Minnesota in the lead. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. To no one's surprise, their focus defensively is on containing Kawhi Leonard. Coach said Kawhi is a terrific decision maker and always manages to play the game at his pace. So we need to get into him, apply some pressure, and try to make him uncomfortable. History shows that will not be an easy task, B.A.
And Allie, thank you for that.
A little bit of contact will not bother Leonard at all. I mean, he's so strong as a player. It's part of the deal for him.
Edwards against Jones. From outside the arc. Rebounded by James Harden. And so it's Leonard who brings up the ball for Los Angeles. Up top, Zubac. Harden against McDaniels. Fires it from 18. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Harden. Leonard's got 7 points in the game. Pass to Randle. Back to Edwards. There's 1:26 left in the first quarter. Zubac with it. And it's Gobert picking him up. Zubac passes to Harden. And then Harden with the jam.
An aggressive move from Harden at the hoop. Really good to see him take it to the defense like that.
Jones against Edwards. 51 seconds left in the first quarter. Offensive board. Six on the shot clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
It's too easy for him when he's that close. The defense has to put a body on Gobert inside.
Powell outside. There's 25 seconds left in the first quarter here. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. And the basket by Edwards.
Well, Edwards looking almost automatic there. Didn't wait too long to put that shot up.
Pass to Leonard. This one for three. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in the game. It's Edwards with a drive. And Edwards slams it in.
The BA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
And, guys, I like the fact that he chose the...
Well, it's been a high-scoring, competitive game through the first quarter of play. The T-Wolves on top. They lead by a bucket. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And when you consider how Minnesota is doing, guys, your thoughts?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
And is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. Here's Powell. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists in the game.
Tell you what, that's one of the things I love about Harden's game. I mean, he's a dime dropper elite.
Clark, with Minnesota being a major player in the West now, Wolves Nation is howling.
Howling and growling, BA. That's the name of their fan base. And, yeah, they're excited. And for good reason. Not only is this team competitive, but they can be downright dominant at times, especially at the defensive end of the floor. Easy group to cheer for.
Shoots. Gets rebounded by Minnesota.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Outside Edwards. Here's Edwards cutting inside, and he lays it up and in. Edwards has got 12 points.
Edwards is rolling right now. If I'm his teammates, he's getting the rock every time.
Out to Leonard. Here's Zubac, and it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. McDaniels against Powell. McDaniels up top. He's scoreless. The kick out to Edwards. Fires the 3. And it's Harden who pulls down the rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Edwards from way deep.
The competitive fire of Anthony Edwards, admirable, going right back at him.
Harden surveying the D. Tipped away. DiVincenzo with a steal. In transition, here they come. The shake. And McDaniels with the layup. And now it's a 4-point Minnesota lead.
It's always fun when you can get ahead of the play like McDaniels did there to finish off the break.
Leonard outside. Launches a 3. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Harden's got his 4th assist in this one. Well, Clark, as we know, player comparison is a popular exercise among fans and analysts alike.
Yeah, I've never really ascribed to that, but in this day and age, I think it's even more unfair to do so because the game has changed tremendously. I mean, 3-point attempts and scoring averages are way north, in large part because of the pace of play. So the game has changed, and that means when you're comparing players, it's a little harder to do in a fair manner.
Los Angeles has gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. Harden drives in. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. The 3-pointer off the mark. Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Edwards. Goes back up. Gobert passes to Edwards. Over Jones. That one's wide left. And it's Leonard with the ball for the Clippers. The 3. Can't get it to go. He's made 4 of his 8 attempts. The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, Edwards doing a nice job excelling in transition, has a really good understanding of how to field the lane and get where he needs to be.
And it's going to be a 3-second call. Harden against DiVincenzo. With the drive. Basket counts. And now it's a 5-point Timberwolves lead. So it's Los Angeles now. For 3, Powell. Anthony Edwards has been on display for Minnesota, hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. More 2K action in just a moment.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the big half-court shot.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. Nicholas Batum out there with Drew Eubanks. Then there's Chris Dunn. Then there's Amir Coffey. And it's Bogdanovich in at the shooting guard position.
First team foul.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Reed, a screen on Bogdanovich. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good. The Clippers trail. Stolen by Reed. That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one. Here's Coffey. Driving in. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And so it's Minnesota with it. On the wing, Alexander Walker, defended by Bogdanovich. Pass to Minot. Stripped away.
You know, the pump fake is a good move unless you don't protect the ball. If you expose it and the defense is ready for it, it's ripe for a steal.
Minnesota's gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Outside, Alexander Walker drives to the hoop. Batum pulls it in. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. And it's in there. Batum's got 5 points now in the quarter.
The athleticism of Batum, so good at recognizing when he should drive it inside.
High post Reed. They need this. A slam dunk by Reed.
Making sure of it with the two-man slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
That's a look he couldn't pass up. He just couldn't get it to go.
Right wing. Here's Shannon. Fires in the triple. Now it's a 3-point Minnesota lead.
You know, pretty much anybody can hit that shot when they're that wide open. I mean, terrible defense.
Bogdanovich. Reed with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Here's Alexander Walker. And he converts the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
He could have walked to the basket.
Timberwolves foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played.
He saw the pass coming a mile away. Was perfectly positioned to intercept it.
Lets the three fly. Pass to Minot. It's stolen by Dunn. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Eubanks the screen. On target from range. Batum's got 8 points.
And Batum extremely comfortable making things happen with the ball in his hands.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Here's the three. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And the ball out of play. Timberwolves will have it. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Miller on the wing. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Second personal foul.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Miller hits them both.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
Here's Batum. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
You know, that's where the high release point of Batum worked to his advantage. Allowed him to get that shot off.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the evening. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Outside, Alexander Walker. Pass to Minot. Ball stolen. All alone on the break. For the finish. And the big dunk at the end of the break. Here in the second half, this game's still nip and tuck.
Just an insane amount of lead changes. The fans are getting their money's worth.
Los Angeles shooting their second and third shots at the line here.
And you know, a lot of times, guys, in some of their performances last year, their free throw numbers help them win games.
And he's good on the second. The Timberwolves trail. Outside, Alexander Walker. Puts up a three. Drains the triple. Alexander Walker's got 5 now.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Dunn with it. Picked up by Reed. The shot by Dunn, no good.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Here's Reed. And the layup is good off the glass. Reed's got 4 points this quarter.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
Here's Batum. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Here's Miller. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. It's still anybody's game as we reach the... Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Here's Randall. And he's at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Edwards a screen on Harden. Here's DiVincenzo on target from about 13 feet.
Able to connect from the mid-range when given the opportunity. Nice shot that time from Dante DiVincenzo.
Here's Harden. And then Harden with the jam.
win or lose, this is the fight you want to see from your players.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
Here's Edwards. Oh, a sensational slam by him.
Show us what you got, young fella. Anthony Edwards. Love to see you operate like that.
Harden drawing the double team. Jones. Oh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
Outside Edwards. He takes it in. Oh, wow! Oh, big finish.
Fearless drive by Edwards, taking the ball right into the defense and finishing strong.
Harden, deep three-point land. Hauled in by DiVincenzo. Minnesota leading by 5. Gobert passes to Edwards. And that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. It's McDaniels on the wing. Launches it. Connects from downtown. And it's an 8-point Timberwolves lead.
If you want the title of 3-and-D player, you've got to make 3. McDaniels has really worked on that shot.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks guys don't last minutes, they last days.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, they have owned the offensive perimeter throughout this game, finding lots of openings and turning them into big shots.
You know, the defense has given them that shot, and they've knocked it down consistently, and that's been a real key factor for them tonight, making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe.
Oh, my! I mean, this is hard on that one, B.A.
Very few players have the combination of power and athleticism that Kawhi has. Electric.
Edwards against Jones. Gobert with a screen on Jones. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
It's Edwards on the wing. DiVincenzo with a screen on Jones. Edwards for 3. Anthony Edwards rains one in.
I tell you what, Edwards has a really nice, smooth release, and that shot looked in the moment it left his hand.
Here's Harden. McDaniels with some nice D. Minnesota leading by 11. And here's Edwards. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got his 5th rebound in this one. Jones drives in. Oh, the big dunk right over Julius Randle.
Looks like he's been working on that one. Finally got a chance to break it out.
Yeah, he knows how to make those jams memorable, doesn't he?
Does he ever?
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
DiVincenzo, pass to Gobert. Oh, sweet move. And Gobert with the stuff.
This is where Gobert likes to park himself, right around the rack.
Pass to Harden. The 3. That shot missing.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Jones against Edwards. Randle on the screen. Edwards can't hit. And Harden's got the ball here for Los Angeles. Trailing by 13. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. Looking to end this cold spell. Out to Leonard. 6 to shoot. Knocks it down from distance. 26 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter of this one. It's McDaniels on the wing. Back to DiVincenzo. From behind the arc. And there's McDaniels. That one's good on the assist by DiVincenzo.
Assisted Zubats.
Tries a three off the inbound. Offline. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. Allie, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for Grant Hill. Allie.
Irving is out there with Thompson. Then it's Derek Lively. And there's Davis. And it's Washington in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Timberwolves, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Julius Randle is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. Lively finds Thompson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lively is screen on DiVincenzo. Thompson for the triple. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Not enough defense there. Allowing Randle to get that close is a recipe for disaster.
McDaniels gets a wide open look. Cans it from downtown.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Thompson. Outside for Davis. Pass to Lively. And here's Thompson. They need this. Rebound, Minnesota. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. You know, Coach, what more can you ask? The reigning 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert.
Well, Kevin, since you asked, his impact in the playoffs hasn't always been the same as during the regular season. That's got to be the next step.
Now, here is Irving. Pass to Davis. Back to Irving. Davis setting the pick for Irving. The 3, and the 3 ball is good.
And Irving can change the course of a game with his ability to shoot the 3.
And the foul called on P.J. Washington. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
It's Edwards on the wing. He's covered by Thompson. Edwards, no good. Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Irving attacking. It's stolen by Gobert. Randle surveying the D. And Randle throws it down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
And McDaniels with the block. Randle against Davis. Randle down low. Outside Edwards. To the paint. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
And here's the fast break. Here's McDaniels. Count it. McDaniels got 5 now.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, it's not difficult to figure out why they built this lead. They have been dominant in the paint.
Now here is Davis. Hasn't made one yet. Davis setting the pick for Irving. Hits it from 3-point range.
You can't let Irving get comfortable in that pick and roll. Superb at knowing when to shoot in those situations.
Thompson against Edwards. Into the lane. And Edwards slams it in.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
Now here's Irving. He has 6. It's stolen by Randle. DiVincenzo against Thompson. DiVincenzo hits the bucket.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Irving with it. Picked up by Edwards. Thompson looking for an opening. Offline with his three. Timberwolves leading by 13. Here's DiVincenzo. Outside for Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Irving, and it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
84%. That's what he was able to convert on a season ago from the line.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves riding a 15-point lead at the end of... And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty. Of time left in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, they're playing with great pace, pushing the ball up the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
On the floor for Dallas, we've got Davis. Irving is out there with Klay Thompson. Then there's P.J. Washington. And it's Marshall in at the three spot. Here's Gobert. Rebound by Marshall. Mavericks trail by 13. Irving kicks to Marshall. Back to Irving. Fires for three. Here's Davis. And Davis throws it down.
Just beating everybody to the board. Using his length, his skill set. The big fella Davis getting it done.
And here's Edwards from the arc. That shot off the mark. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Great feed. Edwards has such a complete game. He's much more than just a scorer.
Irving's shot is good.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Edwards against Thompson. Gobert with a screen on Thompson. Edwards looking it over. 4 on the shot clock. And that one is good.
Yeah, this is where you want Gobert to have the ball.
Here's Davis. Pass to Marshall. Launches a 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. McDaniels with the ball. He has 5. Randall finds McDaniels. Back to Randall. And Randall throws it down.
And the defense cannot underestimate Randall's strength. Pushes right through the contact and gets the shot.
3, Marshall. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Marshall's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. To the left side wing. Davis kicks to Irving. Fires the 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
And when Irving is rolling like this, it's really special to watch. Not much the D can do.
Edwards against Thompson. And Davis sends it back. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Here's Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Dan, of all the different styles of offense in this NBA, what style is the toughest to defend, toughest to stop?
Kevin, I don't think there's really any difference in terms of styles or systems in terms of what's tough to stop. It's players, and it's how well a system maximizes their best players. That's what makes teams tough to stop.
Now here's Gobert, following the miss by Julius Randle. And here's Edwards from the arc. Sinks the three-pointer. Edwards got his second bucket of the night.
Well, you have to be careful with Edwards on the arc because he is completely fearless.
Not loose. Fast break, Minnesota. Throws up. Trips down the breakaway slam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And finished off by Davis.
And he'll get ahead of steam when there's that much of a lane. You can't get in AD's way.
Gobert with the block, and they're able to recover. Irving looking for an opening. Shot clock at 6. And the layup's good off the glass. Irving's got 9 points now in the quarter.
On the drive, Irving just so dynamic. The defense doesn't know what to do to contain it.
Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the dunk of the night.
Yeah, Edwards has some big bounce in his step.
Thompson outside. There's 18 seconds left in the first half of the game. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, you'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And here's Edwards from the arc. And no good on the last second attempt this time. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. But thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Nas Reed out there with Miller. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Minot in at the small forward position. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Here's Alexander-Walker. Spencer Dinwiddie picking up that last basket. Now Alexander-Walker. And the wide open shot from Reed. Second chance shot. And the foul on Daniel Gafford. That is his first foul of the game. And the Mavericks with some changes. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Powell. Christie subbed in for Marshall. Here's Shannon. And a great assist by Miller as that one goes in.
Well, it doesn't get any easier than this. They'll take these shots every time.
Dinwiddie outside. Gafford sets the pick for Dinwiddie. They grab their own miss. Gafford passes to Exum. The three-pointer, no good. Minnesota leading by 11. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. And it's Alexander Walker in the corner. Drills it from outside. Alexander Walker's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You got to contest the shot better than that.
Lively sends a screen for Exum. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And again, Dallas turns it over.
I don't know what the heck happened there. That's just a careless turnover.
And the Timberwolves with possession. They've got an 8-0 run. Knocked away. And Exum with the clear path to the hoop. Three-pointer. Dallas again missing. Timberwolves leading by 17. Here's Alexander Walker. And Lively pulls it down.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. A move that likely helped the league's parity has been shortening max contract limits. Commissioner Silver says we used to refer to it as dead money, a star player toward those end years sitting on the bench. We've reduced max contracts to 5 years, and in some cases 6. This way, it moves to more pay for performance. Kevin?
I think, DA, that's a pretty good business decision. It's going to have nice ramifications.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And now the fast break Exum with the ball. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, he saw the defender back, and he got the looky light from 3 and capitalized.
Here's Alexander Walker. He's defended by Exum. Timberwolves passing it around. Here's Alexander Walker, and he jams it with authority.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
And here are the Mavericks now, after the basket by Minnesota. Here's the teardrop. Lively the pass to Dinwiddie. 3 on the clock. Gafford tries again. And it's Lively scoring on a beautiful play. Lively's got his second bucket tonight. We've got 33 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Alexander Walker. 8 points for him. Five on the clock. A 3-ball. The Mavericks pull it in. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
7 seconds left in the third. No good on the quick 3. And so it's Minnesota enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes...
That is a great finish!
Oh, my.
You got to have guts and hops to pull off a dunk like that. Randall got a lot of both.
Irving finds Lively. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
Great find, leading his teammate right to the bucket.
Irving against DiVincenzo. Gobert with a screen for DiVincenzo. Another shot, shakes him. Goes up again. Here's Gobert, and finished off by Gobert.
Not stopping that. Gobert from there is right around 100%.
Edwards with it. Picked up by Davis. Gobert down low. Lively's there. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead by 16. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Timberwolves?
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And also, you've got to mention the block shots. Playing hard on defense, not allowing shooters to get comfortable.
Najee Marshall, he's checked in for the Mavericks.
And yet another circus shot from Kyrie, not any of the shot-making ability of Irving.
Here's Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Timberwolves leading by 13. Outside Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession.
And the misconnection there, fans guarding their beverages. That's a pass he'd like back for sure.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, I'd say any play with Edwards on the finishing end has a good chance of succeeding.
Irving way outside. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Minnesota's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Pass to Washington. Three, Marshall hits the three-point bomb.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Edwards against Thompson. Now here's Gobert. Back to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Thompson. It's Edwards on the wing. He's covered by Thompson. Just 4 to shoot. A shot by McDaniels, no good. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Down by 15. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by DiVincenzo. Down low. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Good on the three-point shot. Edwards got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for Minnesota.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Timberwolves.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Rudy Gobert.
Well, you know, his work on the glass was a key factor, helping to turn the tide as far as the possession game, and so often, that's the difference.
Irving kicks to Washington. Back to Irving. Outside, Davis. Just 5 on the clock. From the arc. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Davis.
And I like Davis's decision-making. Fantastic. Always great at understanding when to move the ball.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And it's just competing. And, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And here's Irving. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. It was a tale of thank you, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge,